All right. Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashemi Hawashai, Bahashem Chakwadash, and double honors unto the apostles and elders a great millstone, as well as the men that taught them, and peace and blessings to all you Akim out there who pushing his word with all truth and sincerity, and as well as to all you believers out there who believe in the gospel. And it's the brother Kwara Abad from the GMS Houston camp. And I want to go into another lesson, the Lord willing to do be edifying. But I was, listening to Proverbs, the 12th chapter, not too long ago in the NLT. Just trying to get the spirit going. And it was a verse that caught my attention. I'll go ahead and read it. And, just to give an overview of what I'm going to kind of go into is that, us doing this work, how it's not no light thing. Us going out and speaking this word, uploading videos on YouTube, putting on garments and going stand on the highways and hedges for 2 hours. And as people would think, talking to nobody. Right. But when you really think about that, the words that the Lord have sent down into our spirits to speak to these people is actually going to change these people's lives. Change their lives. Talking about first and foremost for the elect, those that care. Right. What the Lord have us saying, people going to know that's from the Lord, and they're going to change their life. Step outside of, or should I say, separate themselves from this world, right? Repent, and start following the Lord, which is going to lead to when Yahweh Shai come, because they believe what we told them, he going to beam them up. Because people believe what we telling them, the Lord will come back and save them. You see? So again, what we doing, this is an important job that the Lord trusting us with to go out and speak his word, and which also shows the severity in it that we have to have the right doctrine. We have to speak the correct words and prophecies of the Heavenly Father and with the name, because what we saying could either destroy somebody and lead them down the wrong path, or what we saying can save these people's lives, man. And again, it's not nothing that we doing. Clearly, the Lord put it in our spirits to understand these things and speak these things. You see? But what we saying is how important his job is. It can either destroy somebody's life or save somebody's life. Right? But let me get this first. And we talking about saving lives. We talking about saving lives. So we going to speak about saving this time on this lesson. Because the false prophets, they already doing enough of destroying lives and leading people astray. We talking the words that's going to lead to you getting in a chariot, just to show how important it is. Let me get this precept on why I even want to do this lesson. Like I said, I was reading or listening to Proverbs 12 earlier, and I heard this verse, and, thoughts started coming to mind. The point is 6, but I'm going to just start at 5, and we're going to read into it. Proverbs 12 and verse 5 and verse 6 in the NLT. It says, the plans of the godly are just, and the and the advice of the wicked is treacherous. See, you get advice from the wrong person, it can lead to your downfall. But it's the point. It says the words of the wicked are like a murderous ambush, but the words of the godly saves lives. Right? So said all that to get that short precept. The words of the godly saves lives. Now reconsider what the Lord got us doing. We ain't, the ambulance, the paramedics, but we actually saving people's lives. Think about it. Not just the physical. And again, I gotta say, it's not nothing that we doing, right? It's the word that's doing it. Salaki, it's the word that's doing it, But it ain't just like a doctor. He work on saving your physical, your body. But the Lord, with the words that we speaking, is actually healing these people's spirits, man, they soul. And therefore, when your soul is healed, now you can do things to further heal your body, because you know right from wrong, what to eat, what not to eat. Let's read this again and we can move on. It's Proverbs 12 and verse 6. It says in the NLT, the words of the wicked are like a murderous ambush, but the words of the godly saves lives. You see, and that here. Let me get a precept real quick. This 1 Timothy chapter 4. 1 Timothy 4, and I'm gonna let me start at 13. It says, 1 Timothy 4 and 13, it says, till I come, give attendance to reading, to exhortation, and to doctrine. So these are the important things that we need to focus on. Now, Apostle Paul was saying right here, before he went visit, right? He told him, look, make sure you pay attention before I get out there. Before I get out there, make sure you pay attention to reading, exhortation, building brothers up, and to the doctrine, to the breakdowns, if they correct or not. You see? But also now in our sense, we got to continue these things until Yahushua come. But it says, till I come, give attendance to reading, to exhortation, and to doctrine. It's going to tell us why we need to be focused on these three things right here. Reading, building brothers up, and the doctrine. It's going to tell us why. It says, and neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy, with the laying on of the hands of the presbytery. Matter of fact, let me look. It says, neglect not the gift that is given. We always given the gift of prophecy. You see? So again, what the Lord have blessed us with, man, each and every one of us should want to go hard in his lot. Because look, he have to give us this opportunity to be a prophet, right? Or even try out, the tryouts, like, like in high school or junior high, you had the tryouts, football tryouts or whatever. But we trying out right now, although it's already chosen, but it's like a tryout to see who will be on the chariot. The Lord ain't even have to give us this opportunity. He could have just had it to where we just found out we was an Israelite and we believed, and he could have put in our spirit to just want to listen and get on YouTube and not want to be on the forefront. No, he got us on the forefront. You see, he got us on the forefront, man. And again, we're going to see that it's going to lead to not only saving our lives, but the job the Lord have given us, it can actually, this word that the Lord have given us, speaking it can actually save other people's lives as well. That's why we should take it even much more serious. Because it ain't even just us on the line. Look, we doing this truthfully. We doing this for our whole nation. And not even just for the whole nation. We doing this for the whole world, man. Because the work that the Lord got the prophets doing go lead to Yahushua coming saving the elect. And by the elect being saved, the whole nation go get blessed. Nation of Israel, that is. And by the whole nation of Israel getting blessed and getting the kingdom of heaven, the whole world will benefit from that. But what it started with, first Yahushua's sacrifice, and the last go around of the prophets doing their work and speaking these things into existence. That's how important this job is, man. So don't neglect it. Let's keep reading to see why is reading, exhortation, and doctrine important, in which our apostles, they teach that heavy. Let's find out. This is 1 Timothy 4 again, in verse 13. It says, till I come, give attendance to reading, to exhortation, and to doctrine. Neglect not the gift that is given thee, which was given thee. So like it says, neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy, with the laying on of the hands of the presbytery. It says, meditate upon these things and give thyself wholly to them. That's like me earlier. Look up. I'm trying to take, shower to, freshen myself up, get myself going. I'm meditating on the scriptures, what I'm going to read, what I'm going to do a lesson on. And my wife come up in there talking about, she asked me something about, selling a stroller or something. And I'm like, yeah, like trying to get out the way. But I told her, look, I'm meditating on what lesson I'm going to do. The point is, what other people in the world, going to day-to-day life trying to find out what can I edify the believers of Yahushua on a day, right? What work can I do for the Lord today? See, we wholly meditating on these things. We serious about this, man. This is our duty. We have to do this. It says, meditate upon these things and give thyself wholly to them, that thy profiting may appear unto all. It says, and take heed unto thyself. That's the point. Take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine, and continue in them, for in doing this thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee. Come on, man. That's a Selah moment right there. That's how important this is. We ain't just doing this for our own little self. Now we working out our own salvation, and we technically can't save nobody else. That's how it's the word that's doing it. Right? We can't save nobody else, but us pushing out this word constantly, daily, that others benefit from that. That's why, again, it ain't all about us, man. It may be days you don't feel like doing no lesson. It may be days you don't feel like reading nothing, but you got sheep out there who need to get fed. So see, it ain't about us. I don't want to get no let. It's Sunday today. I don't want to get no let. I'm about to chill. But what if you got a sheep out there looking for you to post something up? They hungry. They hungry. You got sheep out here hungry, man. And so now I see why, and especially in the times we're in, we need to get this information quick. And that's why the apostles are so urgent on pushing out this edification, because people need to hear it before it's gone. It says, take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine. Continue in them. For in doing this, thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee, man. And them that hear thee. Let me get some Yahweh Shai said in a prayer that he said. Because in his prayer in John 17, Yahweh Shai was praying to his father. And like the Apostle Orion Lab, he'll often say this was a priestly prayer. Just like King Solomon, he put up that priestly prayer for the nation, and eventually for the foreigners, which is us today. But he also Yahweh Shah also put up a priestly-like prayer, but it wasn't for the whole nation like Solomon. It was for his prophets, his apostles, prophets, his teachers, right? But also, we go find out who else Yahweh Shah prayed for. It ain't just the men that teach. But he going to say something on, well, let's just read it. This John 17, and I'm going to just start at 9, because this one he talking about his prophets, right? It says, John 17:9, he says, I pray for them. I pray not for the world, but for them which thou hast given me, for they are thine. And all mine are thine, and thine are mine, and I am glorified in them. Right? It says, verse 13, and now I come to thee, and these things I speak in the world, that they might have my joy fulfilled in themselves. Check this out. It says, I have given them thy word. See, so the prophets was given a word. These are the men who were set up as teachers. Yahweh Shai said, I gave them the word. And the world hateth them, because they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. It says, I pray not that thou shouldest take them out of the world, but that thou shouldest keep them from the evil. It says, they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. Sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is truth. Shed light on that word is the word. That's how we gonna be made holy, man. It says, now check this out. Verse 18, as thou hast sent me into the world, even so have I also sent them into the world to do what? To preach. So as his sheep would get this word, right? That's why he said, I have ordained you and sent you forth, that you should bring forth fruit and that your fruit shall remain. But check this out. So he ain't just praying for his prophets right here, but he also gonna pray for these people. And for their sakes, I sanctify myself, that they also might be sanctified through the truth, right? Yahweh Shai really wanted to get on that cross for his elect, his brothers, his elect. That's why. Right? But that's the point. He says, but neither pray I for these alone. I ain't just praying for my teachers, the prophets. I ain't just praying for them. He said, neither pray I for these alone, but for them also, which shall believe on me through their word. That's how important. Yahweh shall also pray for people who believing on him by what we saying. By what we saying, man. That's how a big of a deal this is with this lot that the Lord have blessed us with to be prophets. We ain't only doing this for us. We doing, first and foremost, we doing this for, the rest of the hopeful elect, but ultimately it's even going to benefit our whole nation by what we doing, posting on YouTube and going to camp. Reading, putting time reading and studying, that's going to benefit everybody eventually. Let me get this and I end it on this. This Wisdom of Solomon chapter 6. And I'm going to start at verse 20. It says, therefore, the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom. If your delight be then in thrones and scepters, O ye kings of the people, then honor wisdom that you may reign forevermore. So stay focused on this truth. Right, the word. Now check this out. It says, but the multitude, verse 24, but the multitude of the wise, who are the multitude of the wise? Those who the Lord gave this new song to. The 144,000, those who are preaching his word. With the correct doctrine, it says, but the multitude of the wise is the welfare of the world. So what we doing going to benefit the world. It says, and a wise king is the upholding of the people. What we doing is going to benefit the world, man. It's something else Apostle Paul said. Let me see. It's 2 Timothy. 2 Timothy 4:7. It says, I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. Henceforth there is laid up a crown of righteousness, laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day, and not to me only, but unto all them that love his appearing, unto all those who are getting built up and believing in him before Yahweh Shai come. The point is, Apostle Paul said he ain't just doing this for himself. No, but also he doing it for those who care, man, who care and serious about this. So again, going into the importance of us pushing his word, it's actually changing and saving lives. This, like I said, in Wisdom of Solomon, I think 16 or chapter 15, how it says, no herb or mollifying plaster can restore somebody to health, but thy word, O Yahweh, which healeth all things. O Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, which healeth all things. So we are actually saving lives, man, at a more rapid rate than a damn hospital. You see? Without having to touch people, just speaking words. It's changing people's lives. And Yahweh Shai will come back for those who spoke his word and those who believed on what those men were speaking, man. But I'm in it right there. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Like I said, I was reading that listening to Proverbs 12 earlier, and I read that again. In verse 6 in the NLT, how it says, the words of the wicked are like a murderous ambush, but the words of the godly saves lives. And that's what's happening. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rachakwadash. And with that, shalom.